They're very good off the bounce, and the number one thing that we wanted to control, we knew we weren't going to be able to stop them from scoring in transition, but was getting to the rim. And there were times that we had a couple guys that I think were running about as hard as they could, but they were able to even dribble the ball faster than what our guys were able to run. But there was plenty of times that we had to do a better job. The effort, and the one where I really got upset, ended up calling a timeout and challenged the guys a little bit. After Zach makes a free throw, we get it and one. Zach makes a good drive, and I think it tied the game after they went up again. And then we make a free throw, they get it out, and end up shooting a layup at the other end. There's no excuse for that other than not having our heads in the game and taking that challenge. And that is the disappointing thing. And I think we had times where, we had times where guys that weren't guarding the ball should have been there to help on that initial drive or penetration. And we're running beside our guys. And again, things that we talked about, things we worked on, but we did not do a very good job in the game of doing that. And then the other part is they had guys that went, at times, as you saw, were in front of them, and they just kept driving the ball and finished. And we had times that we tried to do that, had some success, but not consistent success like they did. And that is a huge number. We just talked about it at the end of the game, 68 points in the paint. And obviously Hankins had 22 of those, but it was the other 46 that really hurt us, that were, and probably another 30 of them were at least transition. And,
You did some nice things at times. You shot really well in a couple of spurts. Brad took the ball hard in the hole in the first half, especially. Were you pleased with that? I mean,
yeah.
Defensively, it was a tough matchup. I thought offensively, you did some good things today. You see some good things.
Yeah, oh yeah. I thought in reality, they've got them for one block shot. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the country at blocking shots. I thought our guards, I thought our bigs did a good job of using the shot fake and understanding when was a good time to go up, whether off one or off two, and when was a good time to jump stop and make a pass. I mean, if we charted it, I could almost guarantee it was at least 20 points that we gave up on layups, where we actually made a good pass, made the right play, and didn't finish it at the rim. We can't, especially against a really good team like this, you do that, you have no chance. And we knew coming in that we were going to have to make threes. We knew that penetration would get us open threes. And after that initial, 3 or 4 minutes of the game, we end up 22-20, and then up as much as 4 or 6, at least 5, I know. 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
20-6 run.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah, 20-6 run.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we made threes, we made good passes, and had uncontested threes because of making the right pass. So there was a lot of things I thought we did well. Their guys are just better than that. They're a good team.
I was going to ask you, are they the most athletic team you face this year?
From top to bottom, definitely. I don't think it's even close. When you look at the guys that they bring in off the court, and what all of them are seemingly able to do. They've got a couple guys that aren't great from 3, that you don't have to defend on the 3, but even the Mayfield kid, number 3 for them, is pretty good off the dribble, and that's hard to guard. I mean, you look at the free throws, and there was never a time that we tried to foul in this game, and they shoot 27 free throws to our 14. They kept the pressure on us. I thought, again, we did some good things out of that got us some pretty good looks, whether it was a 3 or a drive to the basket. But their pressure was better than us handling at times. And I wasn't entirely upset with the 12 turnovers against them with their pressure. I thought that was all right. If we make some of those other shots. No, not with that type. Yeah, exactly. And you know, in the fast break points that we only had them down for 4 fast break points, and I'll have to talk to our sports information director on what he considers a fast break, because there was a lot more than 4 points that I thought were in transition, whether it was off a miss or even a make. There was a lot more than 4 points that they got on that initial drive. But having said that, if there was only 4 in the first half, then they had 13 in the second half. That you know, again, and several of those off of turnovers.
So you got 3 games left against good teams for sure. So it's the focus now.
It's like it has been for us the whole year. The difference is we have no chance for postseason.
Right.
So there's some younger guys that are going to get more of an opportunity. We're going to continue to work on in practices with the fundamental and skill development, because we have to get better with the guys that are returning with our skill development. I'm disappointed that we got out rebound. So you know, even we gave up some offensive boards, and that in particular in the second half, where we anticipated the make instead of always anticipating the miss to put ourselves in position. So rebounding is going to continue to be a focus. But I would say overall it's skill development and winning those little battles within, like the turnover battle. Now, I don't know how realistic it is with us with our situation at the guard spot. But the better we get at realizing when we have the ball, we're in control. Defense doesn't dictate what we do, and reading things. And I think there's things that we have gotten better at. It just comes down to, you know, you take 2 guys out of the lineup too that are playing a lot with PJ and David.
PJ?
A concussion, so he's going through concussion protocol. And then David tweaked his ankle in the Grand Valley game, and so he didn't feel like he could go.
They're both day-to-day.
I don't think PJ's day-to-day from what I'm getting from him today. I'd be surprised if he plays at all the rest of the year. You know, with just 2 weeks to go. Who knows? But it's definitely not day-to-day. David, I was surprised, frankly, that he wasn't able to play today. But so I would think he was more day-to-day. Thanks.
Thanks, Rick.
Yep, thank you.